We continue reading from Bhagavad Gita as it is, chapter 2, text 69. Ya nisha sarva bhutanam tasyam jagrati samyame yasyam jagrati bhutani sa nisha pashyato munehe. What is night for all beings is the time of awakening for the self-controlled. And the time of awakening for all beings is night for the introspective sage. There are two classes of intelligent men. One is intelligent in material activities for sense gratification, and other is introspective and awake to the cultivation of self-realization. So, two classes of intelligent men. Bhagavad Gita is saying here, Srila Prabhupada is explaining to us what Krishna is saying. He's saying that there are one kind of people who are thinking that this body is who I am. And so let me enjoy this body to the best of my capability. Let me put my best effort to enjoy in this body, keep this body as comfortable as I can. And then the other intelligent person is who's trying to understand, oh, I don't think I'm the body. I think I'm something else. He wants to cultivate self-realization. He wants to understand, who am I truly? It's a sign of great intelligence. Who am I truly? He's trying to understand that I don't think I'm the body, so let me find out who am I. Activities of the introspective sage or thoughtful man are night for persons materially absorbed. Materialistic persons remain asleep in such a night due to their ignorance of self-realization. So what does it mean? It means that the activities that this introspective sage is doing, he wants to understand more about the absolute truth. He wants to understand the nature of the soul. He wants to understand the nature of God. So when he's doing such things, a person who's just thinking I'm the body is not interested in such topics. You say, I'm not going to hear. Why should I? It's a waste of time for me. So that's why it said it's night for the materially absorbed. Materialistic persons remain asleep in such a night due to their ignorance of self-realization. Because we can see practically, we are 7 billion human beings on the earth. How many actually are taking the trouble to hear from Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, hear and chant the holy name? How many? The others are like, no, we have other things to do. I have to sleep. I'm feeling sleepy. I have things to do. So that's what's being said. Krishna is saying this. The introspective sage remains alert in the night of the materialistic man. The sage feels transcendental pleasure in the gradual advancement of spiritual culture, whereas the man in materialistic activities, being asleep to self-realization, dreams of varieties of sense pleasure, feeling sometimes happy and sometimes distressed in his sleeping condition. So this material world, we have two types of sleep. One is when we are sleeping at night and we are dreaming. We are dreaming when we are sleeping at night. But after we wake up, what are we doing? We are having daydreams. And that's why we are sleeping still. What is the daydream? Why is it called a daydream? Because we are thinking I'm the body. We are thinking I'm the body. So whatever is connected to the body is mine. And I should act in a way to make this body the most comfortable. That's a daydream. Why is it a daydream? Because that's not who we truly are. We are the soul. We are the soul. So we are having two types of dream. One is in the night when we are sleeping. And then after we are awake, we are still continuing to sleep because we are continuing to think we are the body. So that's called a daydream. And in that daydream, what we are doing? We are thinking, I will do this, I will be happy, I will do that, I will be happy, I will go here, I will be happy, I will go there, I will be happy. And in that search for happiness, sometimes we are feeling happy and sometimes we are suffering. Both. We are getting both suffering and happiness. But that's all an illusion. In the material world, happiness is also an illusion. Why? Because we are not the body, we are the soul. Our happiness we can get only when we connect to Krishna. That's the only way that the soul can be happy, only in connection to Krishna. The introspective man is always indifferent to materialistic happiness and distress. He goes on with his self-realization activities undisturbed by material reactions. So a person who's trying to understand his position, is trying to understand, oh, really, maybe I'm really not the body. I think I'm, really not the body. I need to find out. I think I'm the soul. So what is he doing? He's saying, okay, this happiness and distress is coming and it's connected to the body. Well, what can I do? That's okay. But let me focus my time and energy to try to understand more what's happening. Let me try to focus my energy into hearing and chanting more and more. And in that way, because his understanding is higher, then he is not disturbed by whatever happiness and distress is coming, because he's understanding, okay, anyway, that's the nature of the material world. Happiness is coming by itself, then it goes by itself. Distress is coming by itself, then it goes by itself. So instead of focusing all my energy in that, let me focus my energy into hearing and chanting and understand my true self. That is the process of self-realization. Also, sometimes the devotees give the example that the devotees, they are waking up early in the morning. Some devotees wake up at 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, like that, 5 o'clock. So that becomes their morning because they are awake. So that's their morning. And whereas at that time, people who are not interested to cultivate spiritual knowledge, what they're doing, they're sleeping. So it's become morning for the introspective sage. It's become morning for the devotee, even 2 o'clock at night, 3 o'clock, because he's awake. And then the person who's thinking, I'm the body, he's sleeping. So it's night for him, And then many times this example is given. And then what is, when the materialistic person gets up, does the activities, wants to go around enjoying, then the devotee who's trying to cultivate self-realization, he does not want to take part in that. He does not want to take part in those activities because he understands that I have a higher purpose. And so that becomes his night. So the day of the materialistic man becomes the night for the introspective sage. Is that okay? So if there are no questions or comments, then we'll stop here for today. Shri Bhagavad Gita ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Gaur Premanande, Hari Bol, Hare Krishna.